Hello, One Piece collectors. This is Shay with OP TCG, and today we have a little bit of a market discussion, market watch here for you guys. Just wanted to point out some stuff that was on my radar, and I saw the past couple weeks some crazy moves in the market. So let's just jump into it. PRB booster. Look at this, 2.7 almost, and it's just a couple K sales away before we go to 3K and then it jumps to 4. But I'm sure once this sells out, some people will list, 3.5, 3.2, whatever before we make our way to 4. But still crazy. Just look at the 6-month graph since it was released. It's just straight up. And no slowing down because there's no reprints of PRB and everyone wants that God pack. Similarly, the booster boxes also following suit. Literally just 10% of whatever the case price is because there are 10 boxes in each one, and the graph is the same. Um, Same with this. This is like two cases worth, 20 boxes until we hit right here, like 300, 300. This is I guess 95, but 295. But this is 300 after that. It's like 10 plus another like 10. It's two cases worth of PRB, and then we're at 300 per box. So that means case prices will probably be 3K. And it's selling. Average daily sold is still around around 10 boxes. I think it's come down from 15, but you can see people are buying. People listed some at like 250 or 260, and they just got gobbled up this week. You can even see it just 2 days ago. Buys at 280, 80 plus. So yeah, this is going to 300. PRB man, everyone wants that God pack and them Goldons, and all the alt arts are going to be super collectible for anyone trying to do 100% master set on PRB. You got to complete that master set sooner than later. It's only going to get harder to complete as time goes by and as the player base of One Piece grows and more collectors come in who also want to complete master sets. PRB stuff is going to go off TCG shelves, and it's not going to get restocked. Even singles, I think. Only time will tell. We'll see in the next year or two. But that's why I'm interested to do these market watch videos. We'll see if I'm right. Zoro Goldon. I was gonna make a video. I was gonna actually gonna make this video a few days ago because I saw this last two listings at 400, and then it jumps to 500, and here we are, sitting at 500. Zoro Goldon. We said it. We said it in the last video about a month ago. This was going to 500, and here we are. Now where do we go from here? Tough to say. I mean, anyone can just buy these two out, and then the new floor becomes 600, and then someone can buy out 600, and then new floor can become probably 7 or 800 because someone will probably list something. But still, insanely low supply. Everyone wants this Goldon. Out of all the Goldons, it's the most highly sought after. Close behind. I mean, no one's close behind. Next is half the price at like 250 with Laudon and maybe Yamato Don. It's wild. Um, so if you don't have one of these for your collection, I think it's probably only going to get harder. Everyone loves Zoro, highly collectible character. We'll see if PRB2 has also Goldon, and maybe a Nami is released and competes with this one. I don't know. But we'll have to see. Again, PRB Sanj. Guys, if box prices are 300, case prices are 3,000, going to be Sanj at 90? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Guys, this is a small dip right now, but look at this. You see this? You see this 3 over here? Sanj is going to be around. He's going to be a leader in the meta for a long while. I can guarantee you in the next 6 months to 1 year, maybe 2 years. It's probably going to be like around a year. There's going to be some card that's going to change Sanj Rush, and it's going to become a tier 1 deck. It's going to compete with the best. It's already competing quite well. Maybe it's not top. A lot of people don't really play Sandrash. It's a good deck. It's solid. It's easy to operate. You know, some of the OP 10 cards really helped it out a bit. Specifically, the three drop Sanj Monet is really strong, especially when you combine Monet. She has the minus 1000. You combine that with Otama, and then you combine that with Rayleigh, KO stuff. You can combine it with um, Pell. You can Pell Rush. You start KOing things. Wapple. You minus stuff more. It's a solid deck. This leader, you this leader is because it's PRB. There's gonna be less of this leader. Sanj is a collectible character. 100% this is gonna go to 150 or above, and then it might trend toward 200. I mean, look at Luffy, Zoro, Law, all from OPO1. Obviously, this is not OPO1. This is PRBO1, but I mean the scarcity of it still stands. This is 10 or 20 copies of Sanj on the market before it really ramps up. Sure, people might list, but once leaders get have like once the mentality on it changes, people realize it's a really strong deck. This leader becomes hot in demand, and it's gonna be 150 plus at some point in time. I just don't know when. So I'm telling you guys now, it's gonna go 150 plus. So here at 90, I'd scoop up. If you can get it lower, even better. 80 or 70, good luck. Great price. Embers of the New World booster box case and booster boxes. So you can see here we're nearing 2000. There have been a few sales close to that. One 96. I don't know what this one was about. This one's kind of fishy to me. But the rest all are legit, and you can see quite a bit before we hit to 2000. But then, yeah, it's trending that way. You can see the trend. I don't know if there's another wave of this coming. I mean, I'm sure they're probably going to do it because they did that even with OPO 5. I think they did another wave after 6 months or a year or something. So uh, we can probably expect that with this. So maybe wait on these. I don't know. I do think these will follow the trend of OPO 5. So you can see here OPO 5 case is at 2.6. Um, so about 600 off, and the set is a year older. So I think even booster box prices, it's quite similar. We did have the reprint on this, but since then it's been on a rise. Just a little bit of consolidation here, but then boom, more pop off. So I think the same. I think Emperor of the News World booster box will probably break 200 in a similar fashion as Awakening of the New Era. It just will take some time. Um, I think it'll probably chill around here for a bit, especially if there's another wave coming or something. So that's some booster box prices. This was just released about a week ago. People started getting these in the mail. These are the English Japanese second anniversary sets. It comes with all these little accessories, booster box, dice, case, and then some gilded cards over here. And people bought these from Bandai at 180. And upon people listing on TCG Player, you can see about 10 days ago, 9 days ago, um, people gobbled them up at 250. I wish I got one at this price. I didn't realize Bandai was being sold for 180 originally, and I only found out later. So I think I ended up buying one at like 280, maybe 300 with tax. But these, because they were sold for 180, I feel like these will chill around 300 before supplies dries up, and then it'll move up to 350, 400. It'll take time because it is new and people are still getting theirs. People are still selling them for a solid like 30% profit. Um, but I think it'll follow this suit a bit. This, however, was sold for a lot cheaper than that. people were telling me, I think someone can fix it for me, but I think it was like 150 or less. It might have been like 120 actually for these. So people are then selling them at like 180, 200, easily making like 30, 40% on it. And only now, after like a year-ish, less than a year, it's already trending toward 300. This guy's got a bunch of supply. So if you don't have one of these, I'd pick this one of these up for the long term too, because this will break 300, and as long as the collector base keeps growing, there's been some good videos on that about the collector base going. I'll check it out. I don't know if I have a link right now, but I'll mention it in another video. OPO 10, yeah, OPO 10 next. So what are we looking here? Mangala is at around 400. Oh, a little higher, 420. Looks like someone bought a six or bought yesterday. That's wild. Because there were a bunch here at 400, a bunch, like 6 copies. It looks like those all got bought out. So yeah, I mean, Law's a popular character. I think this is probably where he'll sit for a while. Um, we'll just have to wait and see on this. But I mean, 400 for a manga, it's pretty good. Uh, pretty good, pretty damn good. Edward Newgate SP. Guys, this is like one of the best arts in One Piece. I mean, this is also like right buyout territory before it like goes to 200 and then like 250. Um, See, a bunch of us have like 4 copies chilling at 250 if you want to place it. Guys, this art is so pretty. I don't know. If more waves of OP10 come out, does this go down? I don't know. Maybe, probably. History dictates yes, probably, because that's what all other SPs have done for other sets. I just don't know because this art is so nice. It's like probably top 5, top 10 best art in OP TCG. So we'll have to wait and see, guys. It's also a very playable red card. People are like, oh, you don't play it in Shanks and stuff. Yeah, but you can play it in other red decks. Shanks is not the only red deck. Yeah, Shanks is like a heavily played deck, but guys, I play for fun. This Newgate is still very solid. He's very good. Um, Charlotte SP Pudding. I got my SP Pudding for $50 earlier this week. I think I was this buy over here, like 51 or 52. Yeah, if you could get it under 60, I thought that was pretty good. This card is not played. I actually do think this SP will fall though to like 40 or 30, just because it's not super meta relevant. But Charlotte Pudding is a collectible like waifu, so I don't know if it will go down to that 30-40 range just because people may collect it. Um, and it's an SP, so it always has that going for it. But I think if you can get it in like 40 to 50 range, it's probably safe. I was considering it might be like Isho from OPO 2 or 3 SP, and that's sitting around 30-ish, but it did hit a low of 20. And that's just because it's not played in the meta, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Um, Sanj SP, this one's been rising this week actually. Only this weekend, people bought it, and it's now in the 80 territory. It was flirting at like 70 over here. Um, it's I think the art is really pretty. This pink and blue is really nice. Playability, not so sure. I think black is in a weird spot right now. I know Lucci is actually doing okay, so other meta people can tell you about it. But I'm looking at the price. 2 buys before we're at 100 for this SP. So yeah, even one buy, it's like $10 move. So yeah, this is very thin floor. I think people are maybe just holding on to this card because it looks so pretty too. Divine Departure. I saw a bunch of these at 60 at the start of this weekend. Um, maybe a few, maybe just a few. Um, I think this one should also go down. I think people also only run like 1 or 2 copies, maybe 2 copies in a bunch of red decks. I don't think anyone's really running 4. It's also an AA hit, so it's not like an SP hit. It's not a treasure rare hit. I think as OPO 10, more OPO 10 boxes come on the market, This definitely goes to 50 and then probably to 40. And I think it'll maybe stay around the 30 to 40 mark. Depends how meta relevant it stays. And then, um, yeah, I think that's all I was going to say for that. I think it will trend downward though over time. This is the parallel for the SEC Luffy, and if you're getting a parallel of an SEC for under 20, that's like an insta. It's an insta for me. Like remember Gear 5? Obviously Gear 5 is nicer and it's a lot more hype than Gear 4, but like that was at like 50 at release and like chilled there for a while. Went down to 30, went back down 40 or 50 once it got meta relevant. And here we are at like the regular version of this is at like $7, I think. So you just get the alt art for like double, a little bit more, and yeah, like it's Luffy. Luffy is very collectible. Um, I don't know. I would scoop this. Yeah, I would scoop this. This is the One Piece Day Dallas. This one has been falling a lot. This graph is wrong. But yeah, you can see a lot. Someone about 12 at 50. That's wild. Maybe he thinks once this supply dries up, maybe they move up again. But you can see it's fallen to its new low of about $40 for near mint. It's tough to say how many of these actually made it onto the English market. I think it's probably safe to buy around 30, 20 or 30. I don't know if it's going to hit that price because you see there's still a lot of buys. But next is the black and gold. I think this has just started to be put on the market, and people got this at tournaments. Don't buy these yet. These are too expensive. These are going to be similar to these, I think, over time. Even with these were maybe this doesn't go back for far enough, but this was like 17 a year ago. This will also go under 20 eventually. It needs time. So hold off on these black gold dons. Sabo, look at this, guys. Sabo was 80, 70 a year ago, and here we are under half of that for alternate art Sabo. OPO 4. Just get one if you're a collector. I mean, at this price, just one. That's all you need. It probably will go lower. It'll probably trend toward 20, I think, but this art is really nice. It's really nice art. Rainbow, and still like it's a good card. So if you ever think about Commander for One Piece in Legacy or something, just get one. You're set. Tashigi. I saw a Market Watch and they missed calling this out. Tashigi moved on like Monday or Tuesday earlier this week. You can see. Let's scroll down here a little bit. Tons of people picking it up. Oh, actually, yeah, here it happened on the 1st of April. There was I think Kuzan Navy leader released or something, and yeah, huge people flocking toward this card. Even some sets selling for like 20 plus, 20, 24 over here. It's calmed down a bit. It's definitely calmed down. A lot more supply has come on, but you're not getting them for $6 or $7 anymore. New low is double that at 14. So yeah, I mean, Tasigi Searcher, Navy Searcher, solid stuff. Moving on, we have NL. NL is basically out of the meta since I think since that ban of Kingdom Come. Yeah, he just doesn't have really anything to deal with really big drops, which is wild. So I'm not sure. I don't really think anyone's really playing him in the meta. You can see here, even when he was not meta, like not super meta relevant, falling out, he went all the way down to like 25, and then over here around 40 or 30 or 40. But then we got all the super hype of EB, that new NL 10 drop, and then he spiked up to like 60, even 80 here, I think, 70, 80, and then Kingdom Come ban. Now he's back down to 40. I think it's going to keep falling. I think it's going to go to lots of people trying to sell. Lots. I think it's gonna fall. It's gonna keep falling to like 30 or under. It'll probably go back to like the 25, 30 range is my guess. So wait till then to scoop that up if you don't have one yet. I definitely will because I still need one. BVB Luffy, guys, if you don't know this card, this is the one that you could only get from the BVB Stadium in Germany, and then you have to buy it on eBay or Card Market, and then you get it, right? So then this is, I guess, people who've got it, me included, at we got it from Germany. You know, you're gonna have to pay that Trump tariff tax, and you can only get these on eBay right now. I think on eBay the floor is at like 70 or 80 if you're lucky, plus like 20 or 30 with shipping, so it's like 100, and then you're paying tariff on that if you care about taxes. So you're at this like 140, 150 range anyway. I think once this dries up, I don't think there's any way to get this card, and I think everyone who wanted one probably got one. So anyone who wants one in the future, it's going to be tough to get. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think Flacco might be right that in a few months this might be like a $300+ card. But we'll see. We'll see. I sold a couple already, so that's why I have my remaining few at such a high price because I actually took a loss on the ones I sold at like 150 because I paid 200 for them. So we'll see. General Frankie. This was also an interesting one that not no one even looks at this card. Like why would you? P52 P27. Excuse me. Someone did a buyout of these earlier this week on the 31st. They bought like 7 or 10 copies or something, and the floor became like $15. A bunch of people have listed since then, so there's like a new floor of like 15 to 20. Um, I don't know. I thought this card would be good, but it's just this ability is just not as strong as it needs to be. There's just way better cards. So maybe something in the future. I just don't know. I also wouldn't get this one. Get this one, guys. You're paying $2 more and a championship and like hollow. It's not textured. It's just hollow with the championship on it. But I mean, yeah. Like look at like 4 or 5 copies and then it goes to 30. Like I would just get this one before, because this one's just not as good looking as you want the championship. It's royalty. Guys, thank you all for joining. This has been the Market Watch market discussion for month of April. Probably we'll do another one in March. Let's see, unless some crazy moves happen. But thank you all. Subscribe and give a like, and see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.